Welcome back to Odyssey News. I am Mike Odyssey, and in this video, we are going over rapid fire news where I bring you all the latest details in the world of Nintendo without the fluff. And of course, today's main story, what is happening with Nintendo. They have been on a crazy behavior over the past week, including the past 24 hours. Let's go ahead and get started.
Welcome to the Odyssey, hit the like, press play. You're running with the squad like Xenoblade. Drive like Mario, we on a...
First up in rapid fire news, we have Capcom, who said that the Mega Man Battle Collection came about after fans demanded a 20th anniversary for the Mega Man character. For Capcom, and I agree, Mega Man has been left basically in the back burner without giving him any much attention when he could have been so much better and bigger by now than just re-releasing old classic games in bundles again. Guys, we need Capcom to step it up with Mega Man and make brand new games. Even bring him to the 3D world and just go epic with Mega Man. Next off in rapid fire news, we have Nintendo of Canada saying that we can expect the new booster course for Mario 8 Kart Deluxe very soon. And I agree. I guess this is the month for that booster pack thingy. Nintendo's been back and forth releasing stuff, so hey, why not, right? Moving on, we got the official Pokemon tournament canceled in South Korea due to protests by finalists. So let's go ahead, guys, and it's a sad situation that's happening in South Korea. So let's keep all of our amazing Pokemon players in South Korea in our thoughts and in our prayers. Let's go ahead and move on to the next piece of news. Nintendo last night just issued an update to Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack in the form of games added to the NES, Super NES, and Game Boy. So here are the games they added. For the NES, they added Mystery Tower. For the Super NES, they added Harvest Moon, which looks pretty cool, right, for farming games. And for Game Boy, they added Kirby Tilt and Tumble and Blaster Master Enemy Below. So there are 4 games added to Nintendo Switch Online as of last night. Last but not least, in rapid fire news, Nintendo just released a brand new trailer for Pikmin 4. I would say it's a teaser trailer that shows off one of the things you can do in the game, which is create your own character. It kind of presumes like basically these little 4 characters kind of got drifted apart while landing on Earth. And well, there are you. You can actually go ahead and create and customize your own Pikmin character to play with instead of just using the generic one that Pikmin has always had. So this is a brand new thing for Pikmin fans. I hope you guys are happy with this little customizable explorer thingy. So they say here, customize your explorer and embark on a journey to find and rescue fellow explorers. So you'll befriend plant-like creatures called Pikmin, and their fate will rest on your hands. So basically, there you have it. That is going to do it for rapid fire news. Let's move on to today's top story. All right, so let's jump into the story of the day, and it has to do with Nintendo and what they've been doing. And well, basically for the past week and this week, right? And their behavior has been one that will tell a lot of people, me included, that they may not be releasing a Nintendo Direct this June, just because they shadow dropped a release for the month of June. I think it's June 30th for the game 1-2 Everybody Switch or something like that. It's 1-2 Switch Everybody. I think that's the name of the game. And well, not a lot of people received that game really lightly. People were like, wow, after Tears of the Kingdom, that's what you follow up with? 1-2 Everybody Switch? And then of course we have Pikmin in July. So as of right now, later this month, we have the 1-2 Everybody Switch, and then we also have Pikmin 4 in the month of July. We still need information for the month of August, September, October, and November. I know December, Nintendo has normally taken it off, right? No releases in the month of December, like last year, but at least for August, September, October, and November, right? What is to this year's holiday release? I know last year it was Pokemon Scarlet and Violet was last year's holiday release. It was released in November. Now, what is this year's holiday release? And I feel like Nintendo does have to have some sort of presentation, unless they just decide to drop things on Twitter and on YouTube like they've been doing. And yeah, this is kind of very weird behavior by Nintendo on a year that is also very weird by Nintendo, because at this point, Nintendo fans have already a clear picture of what Nintendo is gonna look like. Nintendo releases are gonna look like for the rest of the year, and we should be getting ready to hear what Nintendo has next for the next part of the year. Because if you look at the calendar year when it comes to Nintendo Directs, Nintendo normally fills up the rest of the year in February. Okay, the September Direct is to announce the upcoming games, the first half of 2020, whatever, the next year, right? And so then the February Direct, Nintendo fills up the rest of the year. This has been happening in the past Nintendo Directs, where in the September Direct, they announce what's coming in the first half of the following year, and then in that February Direct of that year, then they announce the rest of the year. And of course, they have little Nintendo has their partner showcases to announce games in between. But that's basically how Nintendo has operated since the Nintendo Switch came out. Now, with the lack of E3 being present, Nintendo has always used the E3 stage to present big games. I mean, like really, really big games. Sometimes games that are coming out the very next year, or maybe that very next winter season, you know? So with a lack of E3, you have noticed the pattern that without E3, Nintendo has also not been present when it comes to announcing these big announcements, right? I wish Nintendo would, not so much depend on the fact that E3 is gone to not do anything and just do their own thing in June, right? Have their own big event in June. Like Microsoft has having their own big event, PlayStation is, I think they just had theirs. And I wish Nintendo did the same, right? Because with the lack of E3, Nintendo has really not done much in June. Just basically a Nintendo Direct dedicated to one game. I think it was Bayonetta the last time. And, I really hope that Nintendo does something this year to kind of fill in the rest of the year. We know that this is the last year of the Nintendo Switch when it comes to it being the only console on the market, because, how else can you explain the lack of games and the lack of information and this sporadic behavior by Nintendo, and all the leaks and all the patents and all the, everything coming together says that, where there's smoke, there is fire. And next year, we should be seeing the Nintendo Switch 2, or whatever they decide to call it. And don't be surprised if Nintendo just does an announcement out of the blue to announce the next-gen console to release it this holiday season. Because, hey, again, Nintendo is Nintendo, and no matter what I say, what people think, anybody thinks, Nintendo will do what Nintendo will do at the end. All right, guys, so just let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? How do you guys feel right now? Are you still wrapped around Tears of the Kingdom, or are you looking forward to what's next in the world of Nintendo? Are you a Pikmin fan, and are you excited for this game? Or do you love 1-2 Everybody Switch? And if not, what is it that Nintendo can do this year to make this your year? We still have some rumored games out there, like Paper Mario 1000 Year Door remake or port, right? Among others. So what can Nintendo do to make this year your year? That is going to do it for this episode of Odyssey News. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all and love you all more than you know. Before I let you go, I have 2 words I need to let you know. Number 1, never give up. And number 2, journey on. Peace.
Welcome to the Odyssey. Hit the like, press play. You're running with the squad like Xenoblade. Drive like Mario, we on a new wave. Never slow down, winners don't need no brakes.